There was a extraordinary Tzadik, one of the giants of the generation, just a few hundred years ago. Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Berditchev was his name. And there was a time when they needed to raise some money to free a Jewish prisoner. It's a very big mitzvah to free Jewish prisoners when they're in the prison of the Gentiles. And of course, the decree was heavy, the amount of money was extraordinary, and they needed to raise 30,000 rubles, a huge sum of money. So they came to Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Berditchev and they said, listen, Kvod Harav, you're the biggest rabbi of the generation, we need your help to raise this money. And Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Berditchev says to them, I'll come with you under the condition that you're not going to tell me what to do. If I want to go somewhere and ask someone or say something, you're going to let me do what I want to do and not control my speech and where I go. He said, no problem, Kvod Harav, you come with us wherever you want to go. And they started going different places, collecting here, collecting there, but not much luck. As they're walking, there's a huge collection of a field full of beautiful trees. And there's an entrance, a road, but they walk past it. And Rabbi Levi Yitzchak says, well, why are you skipping it? Why don't we go here? There's a big house, a mansion down the road. So the people say to him, no, Kvod Harav, this is not a place that anybody goes to anymore. He says, why not? It's not Jewish people? He goes, no, it's actually a Jew. But it's a Jew that's extraordinarily wealthy. Wealthier than Korach. But he is the stingiest man alive. But he's not just stingy. Some people are stingy, but they still give a little bit. No, this one is so stingy that his pleasure is to not give more than a penny and make fun of the people asking for him. So Rabbi Berditchev says, I want to go here. He said, but yeah, but Kvod Harav, we're wasting our time. We got to. You said we had a deal. I'll go anywhere I want. Okay, you want to go there, Rabbi? Fine. You go. He goes, you guys don't have to come with me if you don't want, but I'm going. We're coming. So they walk down this, huge road, beautiful trees, beautiful flowers. I mean, this is a little heaven. One of these huge plots of land, all types of beautiful things on it. Eventually they get to the mansion. They knock on the door. The butler answers. He has a smile on his face, immediately saying, you sure you're in the right house? Yeah, yes, we want to see the owner of the house. He says, fine, suit yourself, I'll call him. As soon as the owner of the house sees them, he smiles, oh, welcome, come, sit down, come over here, please, come in. And Rabbi Berditchev says to him, yes, we have a situation. There's a Jewish prisoner under the prison of the Gentiles, and we need to do everything possible to free him, and we need to raise 30,000 rubles. And we're hoping that Kvodo would help us. And the guy says to him, you're new here. Do you ever hear about me, who I am? He says, no, I just here to help. I figured that you may want to help do mitzvah. And this guy sees that the Rav is so pure and naive. He says, okay, fine. He comes back a moment later. He says, I got something for you. Oh yeah? Sure, what do you have? And he takes out, the equivalent of a penny. A tiny little coin. Something that even a paper towel you can't get with it. Here you go. Shiny penny for you. Rabbi Berditchev opens his hand. He puts it in his hand. And all of a sudden, the rabbi starts blessing this guy. Yishem. He says the name of HaShem and blesses this person. Mishi Barach, Avotenu Akdoshim, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. May he bless this person with good health, with success in his business, happy marriage, successful kids, and he goes on and on and on and on, and he's happy about it, and the guy is confused. Usually when he gives the penny to people, they throw it at his face, they curse him out, he has a laugh, and the entertainment's over. He's never seen anything like this. Needless to say, a rabbi is dancing around while he's giving him blessings. But not just a simple blessing, he's going on and on and on. And even the Hasidim that came with the rabbi, they're confused. Maybe the rabbi doesn't know what he just got. Maybe the rabbi's confused. Maybe he thought he gave him a gold coin instead of a penny. And they're not even sure, but they don't dare say a single word. All they're saying is watching the rabbi give this guy blessings as if he just found Mount Sinai. And after some time, he completes the blessing. And the guy says to the rabbi, he goes, "Wow, you sure like that coin, huh, Rabbi?" "Oh yeah, we really appreciate it, Baruch HaShem." "You want another one?" "You would do that?" "Sure, I'll do it." And the guy goes back to the room. He comes back with a coin in his hand. He goes, "Here you go." Rabbi Berditchev opens his hand, accepts the coin, and all of a sudden the blessings begin again. But now it's completely new blessings. It's not the same blessings. New blessings altogether. And he blesses the guy who you have success in your marriage, in your health, in your this, and your that. Every blessing under the sun that the guy has ever heard has been nothing in comparison to the blessing that he's getting from the Rabbi Berditchev. And he simply cannot believe what's going on over here. The Hasidim are watching, they have no idea what's going on over here. And the rabbi is blessing this stingy rich man. And after he finishes, he says, "Rabbi, I love your blessings. I mean, if I give you a ruble, would you give me more blessings? I mean, ruble is a lot more than just what I gave you." The rabbi says, "Let's try." The guy goes, gets a ruble, gives it to the rabbi, and the rabbi begins a set of blessings. And he gives him blessings. Blessings the world has never heard before. Things unlike anything else. The guy smiles. He is getting the pleasure of all pleasures here. He's like, "This is what you get for a ruble? Rabbi, what if I give you 100 rubles? Do I get another blessing?" Rabbi says, "We can try." The guy goes, gets 100 rubles. And the rabbi now starts bringing blessings from the Kabbalah, from the Zohar. And he's blessing him. And the guy just simply couldn't believe it. He's so happy. He's in a different world. He's heard curses of all kinds. In every language possible. Blessings like this, no one's ever heard. After the rabbi completes this and he says, "Hold on a second. What are you guys actually looking for? What are you doing here?" He said, "We're here to collect money to free a prisoner." He says, "What do you need to free the prisoner?" 30,000 rubles. "Okay, I'll do that." He goes back into the room, comes back with 30,000 rubles. Here you go. The rabbi, of course, gives him blessings. Many, many more blessings. And then they all leave. Now, of course, there was no time to waste. They immediately went and used the money to go free this prisoner. And shortly later, they found out that this cheap, stingy, rich man became the most generous person in the community. Suddenly, he wanted to donate to the yeshiva. He wants to donate to the synagogue. He wants to donate to the homeless shelter. He wants to donate to free the prison. He wants to donate to everything. And he became the biggest gvir in the community. And that's when the Hasidim came to the Rabbi Berditchev and said, Kvod Rav, what did you do to him? What is it, the Kabbalah? What did you do to him? How did you do it? When we were there, we didn't see anything. So can you please explain to us, how did you do that? We've been going to him for 20 years. He never donated even the penny. How did you get him to do all this? Rabbi Berditchev says, I knew who he was. Many of the poor people that came collecting came to me complaining about him and how he insults them, he embarrasses them, and he gives them nothing, not even a cup of water. And as soon as I saw that penny, the evil inclination told me, throw this penny at his face. What is he, joking? But then I looked at the penny and I saw the Satan is inside that penny. Meaning this guy, his entire evil inclination is inside his money. He's so stingy that even the penny didn't have the merit to go to the right place. That's why people kept throwing it at him. So I figured, let me take this penny from him. And all of a sudden, he wanted to give me another penny. And I saw the next penny, and I saw that there's still some evil inclination in that penny. Obviously, this is things that normal people don't see, but the Rabbi Berditchev saw. I saw that there's still some evil inclination in there. So I said, yeah, give me that one too. And then he gave me a ruble. And after that, I saw it's very little left of this evil inclination, of this Satan. I took that one too. And then he gave us 100. And that was the first time I saw nothing on it. We succeeded in eliminating his evil inclination of stinginess. From now on, he will be a big donor for the sake of Torah. Now, of course, the greatness of the Rabbi Berditchev doesn't need to be clarified any further. But the truth be told, there's also a greatness to that stingy donor. A greatness that may not be appreciated at first look. At first look, you want to punch the guy in the face. At first look, you think, why doesn't this guy donate before? There's people struggling. You have so much. How many beds can you sleep in? How many houses can you live in? How much food can you eat? You have extra, give. But the reality is that some people have lost their merits, where they don't have the ability to give. And that person, although he didn't have the right intentions, at the very least, he tried. He gave a penny. And when he heard a blessing, he didn't discount it. He appreciated for what it was and gave more. Not realizing the value of that penny. That first penny opened up a merit that he didn't have in years. A merit to give another penny. The second penny gave a merit to give even more. And the reality is that when a person does one mitzvah, the Mishnah in Masechet Avot says the reward for one mitzvah is another mitzvah. Why is the reward for a mitzvah another mitzvah? Why don't you just give me a penthouse? Why don't you just give me a plane? Why don't you just give me a bunch of cash? Why is the reward for a mitzvah another mitzvah? Because the truth is, explains the Rambam, there is nothing in this entire world, even if you calculate from the beginning of the world and all the way until the end, that is as precious as a single mitzvah. Nothing in this world, meaning all of the wealth that ever existed in this world, all of the pleasure, all of the good that ever existed in this world is not enough to reward a person for a single mitzvah that they did. And because of that, the real reward that a person gets for a mitzvah is an opportunity to do another mitzvah. Now sometimes that opportunity will come with more tools, more money, a car, a job, a wife, kids, whatever it is. But it's not the kid or the wife or the car or the job that is the reward. It's the mitzvah opportunity that comes with them. Because the real reward is much greater than this world. And the only thing that's greater than the reward that a person will get from a mitzvah is the reward that he will get for causing somebody else to do a mitzvah. Gadola me'aseh mina oseh. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai says, greater is the reward of a person that causes another to do a mitzvah than even the reward that he will get for the mitzvah that he does for himself. Meaning that you will get an endless reward for your donation, for your good deeds. But guess what? There's an endless reward times infinity that you will get for causing somebody else to do. Now for those people that say, oh, you know what, so let me just focus on causing other people to do and I don't have to do anything myself. No. In order to have success in causing other people to do a mitzvah, you have to have the merit. And you can't have the merit if you don't do the mitzvah yourself. So from there we see, Rabotai Yekarim, Parashat Terumah, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Vayikchu li Terumah, take from me a portion. Take from what I've given you a portion and invest it into building a sanctuary for me in your heart. Something you can very well do today. Now if you find yourself having a tough time building that sanctuary that's full of Torah in your heart, you find yourself more inclined to donate towards dogs, donate towards heresy, donate towards lies, donate towards reform, liberalism, and all types of LGBT type of interests, then you should cry for mercy from above to at least give you the merit, like that guy that gave a penny.